Hi, Kylie Dranlow here, and I am connecting with my dear friend Lisa. And I am blessed to have Lisa in our life, and she has some great information to share about a new venture or a venture she has been on here, and it's been blessing her and her family. Take it away, Lisa.
Thank you so much, Kylie, for your introduction. Everyone, thank you so much for the time today. Yes, my name is Lisa Gray, and I am from Western Minnesota and Eastern North Dakota in the Fargo-Moorhead area. You could call my home. I'm really delighted to be the mother of five amazing kiddos at home and two older stepdaughters. I get to be a mom too, and my husband and I, Brad, love our life. I homeschool our children, and well, we do it as a team, husband and wife, but I'm particularly responsible for homeschooling our kiddos. And I live this life of closeness with our children. And I just wanted to share with you something that has really been a blessing in my homeschooling journey and as a wife and a mother and a daughter of the King, of our Lord and Savior. And it is because of his grace and his love for me and the prayers that I've poured out for these last many years now, for 16 years. I've worked at this adventure of vocation of wife and motherhood, and we run into lots of bumps up and down in our day, and the tightness and closeness of our relationship is beautiful, but it also can be really exhausting. I have two children with very chronic medical conditions. One of them is a type 1 diabetic who was diagnosed at 16 months old as quite a small little girl, and she is now 9 years old, thanks be to God, and she's living well, but she has a lot of health challenges as a result of her autoimmune disease, and it was brought on a very early age, and so it's a very significant part of her life. She was diagnosed at age 3 with celiac disease. And then we also have a son who we just got back test results with a Lyme disease and high mold toxicity, high yeast overgrowth, heavy metal toxicity in his life, and other issues. And you might think, like, holy smokes, at least I think, like, what happened to these kids? And I have been also in the background working a health and wellness business for the past 16 years. So last August, things really came to a head in my life, and I thought everything I'd been doing to supplement our family to financially, but also really physically within the realm of supplements, vitamins, nutrition, all of it came to me wondering, like, I am not winning this game any longer. My kids are really sick, especially these two, and it's really hard and it's exhausting. And I was losing my zeal for motherhood, right? Over just being up all night long correcting blood sugars and having to redo the situation, hitting the replay button the next day with you can't have gluten, there's just so many things to be avoiding in healthy everyday living. This isn't really healthy anymore. We no longer have freedom in our lives. Lord, what are you doing and what is going on here? So it really brought me to my knees. And I wanted to say that in all of that, I held on to watching a friend a few years prior to that really coached me in terms of health and fitness. And I watched her on the sidelines also of how she was a great mom, a great homeschooling woman of faith and deep character. And she was a former Olympian and had a lot together. And I saw her even grow in her health at an age or later in life, like myself, where I saw her regain energy and strength and want to have just embrace more children and seeing her live her life. And I thought, there's something special about what she's doing, and I just want to reach out to her and learn more. And so I did. And she introduced me to the realm of superfoods in her life. And then she also introduced me into this realm of how can we bless and beneficially support families to really see the value of this, that they can financially gain freedom and see the opportunity to build this as a health and wellness business. And I knew that in my former business, all that experience I had that the Lord had blessed me with and given to me was now going to blossom into something new. And I knew I had to change. I had to set that all aside and restart everything, which I did. And I jumped in last fall headlong into it and just made the decision that I needed something different and I was willing to serve a God of abundance. And if he didn't bless me through this opportunity like I was hoping, he was going to show up for me in an even greater way, in a different way, that this would lead me to something else. And so here I am today before you, just sharing that my business has exploded. We have both grown, my friend and mentor, Rebecca, and now Kylie jumping in with us, and several other fabulous friends of faith. We have friends who are homeschooling families. We have individuals who are entrepreneurs. We have men and women on our team, and we're so excited. I have just been delighted in since January of this year now, in the last 4.5 months, I've helped other new leaders really emerge and find themselves developing personal development skills and doing things as either like homeschooling moms like myself or friends who are working this as a business alongside whatever else they are, accountants. Some of them are just working odd jobs in retirement to make ends meet. And all of these different lifestyles and perspectives have come together and we're all flourishing and growing. Our team has over like 100 new customers and new friends who've joined our business. I have actually lost count. And this isn't something that I could have done on my own, Kylie. And so I'm so grateful for you giving me the opportunity today to share with you and those whom you know as well that may be interested in something more. So I really believed in the seed of truth that God is not a God of scarcity. I fully have like just resolved in my heart and soul and spirit to believe he's a God of abundance. And I'm seeing it before me now, flourishing like never before, of how much God is showing up in my life and answering every single one of my prayers. And he has heard them for the last 16 years. But there was moments where I had to really dive into the patience and the pleading and the patience and the waiting and also thinking and then learning how to respond and really discerning. And I'm continuing that process over and over again, and it's refining me. And it's just a beautiful place to be. And so I just wanted to share that today with you, Kylie, and anyone else that you can think of who needs more energy in their day, who maybe feels isolated, even though they're a part of a wonderful like church or faith community, or maybe you have great support around you, but you just don't have everyday awesome adult conversations, like really encouraging friends. And so I found that in this community, and I'm helping foster that now myself through like a charism of encouragement that I've developed, and that, or not, I haven't developed it. God has really blessed it into me and with me, blessed so many others. It's beautiful to have that grace and also to learn that skill. Like it can be a skill that you encourage and you prop up others and you share joy. But it's just been a space of positivity that I've never seen before. Even in my old business, I worked in network marketing, and this team and the work we're doing is nothing like what I was involved in before. I am definitely sharing this by saying, come and see. And so it's really been beautiful. People have to know, and they should be shared. This should be shared with them. I have a really special testimonial just for you today, Kylie, of the grace of God working. And here it is, my last piece. My daughter, Noelle, the one who I mentioned, who is type 1 diabetic and celiac. Celiac is the disease where you're gluten intolerant and you can't have any gluten in your body, and it reacts with you because you're not able to produce the basically the enzymes that break it down. And so it's caused by turning off the gene that we all have that really allows that to happen in our bodies. Well, we started drinking this tonic because it was recommended to us through the superfoods program and through the regiment of a healthy regenerative health specialist that we're working with. And we were just kind of told on the side, like, oh, by the way, this is going to help out with celiac disease, among a host of a whole bunch of other things. And lo and behold, last night, Noelle snuck a gluten bun when my husband and I were gone on a marriage ministry program. And she told me on the phone when I was driving home, by the way, Mom, I did that, and I'm really sorry. So she confessed that and was really sweet about it. And I was so glad that she told me, because what happens when in her body is she develops high blood sugars for the next 24 hours, and they're uncontrolled and they're really difficult, and she gets very sick, nauseated, 400 like high blood sugars, horrible for a little kid. And that's how I know she's been exposed, is because we have this symptom that just tellingly always we always find out, right? And so here she is really on the verge of getting very sick, and she told me that, and then she went to bed. And I came home, I watched her blood sugars for a while, and I went off to sleep and slept really peacefully. And as it turns out, the whole night was beautiful and she slept great. And that is because, unbeknownst to her, I was having her drink this special product that's new to us. that I, like I said, have been discovering through all of this superfoods community and the healthy regeneration around us. And just hearing that there's a chance that she might not have celiac disease any longer when we've never been given any alternative in our lives or in her last 6 years of living, I am just blown away today. And so I'm so grateful for God coming and showing up. And He's going to do awesome things in your life as well. If this is a grain of truth and holds a seed of reality and something forward for you to look at and to desire more of, that this is fulfilling and maybe just energizing in your spirit hearing me talk about this, I encourage you to get back to Kylie and learn more about what we're doing. And so this community is growing, it's dynamic. In many regards, I find it's the work of the Lord, and so He's going to foster it and help it flourish as long as He wants it to. And I hope you will join us and become a part of what we're doing, because we really are changing lives. We really are helping people grow themselves in their personhood, in their personal development, and then we're really supporting them with a business that has a great financial opportunity with it, and it provides great freedom for family just to thrive, for individuals to grow and to do the thing that they feel that they're called to do. And so I'm encouraged by that, and I hope this message is encouraging to you too. God bless you. Again, my name is Lisa Gray. Thanks so much for that time today, Kylie, and this joy of getting to share this with you.
Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us and to share that, especially that last testimony. I am so happy for Noelle and for you. What a blessing. God bless.
Absolutely.